Welcome back to TF Custom Shaving Brushes Workshop. How are we all? I see Sam's in, I see T-Man's in. Let me get up the YouTube on my screen here and we'll see what's going on. So we've got Razor in. Sam, T-Man, Brett's here. How are we, fellas? How are we? Look, I need to apologise because I'm a little bit disorganised tonight. I've had one of those days in my real life where I've had a lot of other business things to sort out, and everything's just went haywire today. So I'm a little bit disorganised tonight. I managed to get the schedule in for the stream so that everybody knew that it was coming up as a casting one, but I just didn't get any preparation done in here today at all. I've just been pushing the old proverbial uphill, as they say, so you'll have to bear with me for now. I mean, I've got the lights and the cameras are all set up basically. I might just have to lighten one of them up a little bit, let the exposure open up a bit. I'm still going to do a couple of castings, but it's going to be a relatively short stream tonight. I'm probably going to only do about an hour and a half, and purely and simply because I've still got some other business stuff that I do need to sort out tonight. And then I've got a real busy, hectic day again tomorrow with a few other things and personal things. So I'm going to be struggling to get something up for Thursday night. But anyway, we'll see how we go. We'll try our best, even if it is a little bit rushed. But just be mindful that if I'm not as well organised and prepared, that's the reasons for it. I've just got a lot on my plate for the next couple of days, and for the last few days actually, to be honest. But anyway, we're starting to get on top of it. I can see the light at the end of the tunnel now, so hopefully once I get all this stuff sorted out and out of the way, then hopefully we'll be able to get back to normal and I can get a whole heap of streams all scheduled in, and you'll know exactly what's going on. I do have all my casting gear in a crate here on the floor. I've got my resin to the side here. I've got my pressure pot there. I've got some stuff up here. I'm going to have to put a couple of tools away off the end of this lathe though, because I want to be able to get the pressure pot up onto the lathe here. So I'll put those tools away now. So like I say, just bear with me guys. I'll just turn that music down a little touch more. So like I say, just bear with me, and hopefully we can get on top of it. And even if we only get a couple of castings done tonight, I'll be happy with that. And by the sounds of things, it sounds like the daylight saving side of things might be a little bit of a hindrance to a few as well. So you know, again, we might have to reassess that a little bit as well, and we might have to reschedule, you know, change the time for the streams with the daylight saving for the other states. But we'll wait and see if Grey Dog comes in, and if Amber Witchy Woman comes in, then we can maybe get their input on it as well and see if that's going to be a drama to them as well, and we can take it all from there, right? So like I say, just bear with me for a little while, and then we can see how we go from there. Does that sound like a plan? All good? Right, let me just get myself sorted out here with a couple of things. So we've got that out the way. Amber Witchy Woman's in. Welcome back, Amber. So have a talk amongst yourselves in the chat for a little while I'm getting these tools put away and making a little bit of room. Have a chat amongst yourselves in the chat there, and throw times around what you think would be maybe more appropriate. But bearing in mind that I've got to be careful that I don't push myself too much as well time-wise. So. But I'd like to try and accommodate everybody, so if there's a better time to do the streams, I'd rather find that time and then lock that in, and we can stick to that for a while until obviously daylight saving changes again. I wish Queensland would just get daylight saving. I mean, I love daylight saving. I lived with it for years and years in Scotland. It's fantastic. You get, you know, plenty light of a night time, and you can do plenty of things of a night time, and you don't feel tired. But Queensland have got this thing where, yep, they won't have daylight saving, and it's just crazy. But anyway, let me get these tools out the way as a side, and once I get these out the way, that'll give me a little bit more room on the lathe, on the bed of the lathe, and hopefully we can start doing a little bit of casting. Like I said, it's not going to be a full-on long stream tonight, but what I would like is if you have any questions about casting, then please feel free to ask, okay? Because like I said, tonight's just going to be a relatively casual stream tonight. As you can see, I'm putting stuff away. And I hate being like this because when you do put stuff away, you tend to rush putting it away. You don't put it away where it would normally go, or put it away as well as you would normally put it away. So, but anyway, look, like I said, it is what it is. We'll get there in the end. Just going to put them round there as well out the way. The Jacob's chuck and the Fostner bits in the live centre. So we'll just lay them there. You're actually getting to see a little bit more of my corner in the workshop here in this stream as well. If I go over to, I'll just show you the camera views. So we've got camera 2 there, so that's that shot. So it's more of an angle back to here. So you're getting to see more of this corner. Obviously, you're seeing a bit of the length of the bed there. You're probably only seeing. Where are you seeing? You're seeing up to about there. There's another 600-700 mil on the length of this bed from what you're seeing there. Basically, that's where you're seeing up to is here, and there's another 600-700 bed out that way. Okay, so it gives you an idea the length of a big bed. Is that grey dog in? So we've got the regulars. We're showing about 9 in the channel at the moment. I don't know whether that's right or wrong. But anyway, that's what we're showing. So I'm just going to move that out the way as well. And I should be able to get this up here now. The good old pressure pot. She's seen a bit of use, this one, over the years. I'm just going to give this a blow down so I haven't got dust all over it for when we're casting. So yes, like I said, I'm very, very disorganised today. I must apologise to everyone. Right. Let me just have a look at the chat here and see what's happening. Now T-Man, I did speak to Serjan 2 or 3 days ago, just after the last stream, when he was going to get my knots back up to me. He had just finished tying the final knots on the weekend. So he goes through his normal process. What his process is, every time he makes a new hand-tied knot, he actually has a wet, dry, wet, dry, wet, dry process that he goes through to make sure that the knot's stable and also that that he gets a better idea of the size of the hole for or the size of the socket and the handle for the knot. So yeah, so basically he's doing that this week, and hopefully he should get the knots sent away to me either late this week or it'll be early next week. And then hopefully if he sends them up to me, hopefully Ozpost being Ozpost, hopefully it's a couple of days, 2 or 3 days. So then I should be able to go to town on your little chameleon blank, which I've still got sitting in here, and your top of the list over on the whiteboard there as well. So I did get your other email, by the way, T-Man, regarding the shape. I'm not sure if that shape's going to be a nice shape for it. I would have probably said a nicer simple shape on this one, just a nice smooth clean shape on it, because you will see a lot more of the blank. I think when you start putting a lot of the detailing in the handle, it tends to throw, because the light reflects through the resin differently, you might tend to lose a little bit of the nice beautiful inner of the burl in there and the chameleon. So again, I can do that if that's what you want, but have another think about it anyway, eh? Now, I do have two blanks that I've got to cast, but one of them I'm not going to cast tonight because it's going to be a little bit trickier. It's going to be a totally black shiny handle, but it's going to have an orange band in the middle. Now, I'm still deliberating whether I cast it in a square mold, like my silicone mold that we made a few streams back as well, and I pour black, let it set, then pour orange to a thinner amount to get that orange line up the middle, let that set, and then pour the black on top and then turn it. So I'm not sure whether I should go that way, or whether I should cast a blank handle, a black casting, and then split it down the middle, and then do an orange casting and slice that up, and then put the slice into the middle of the handle. I'm just not sure what's going to give the best result. I sometimes think when you pour resin on top of resin on top of resin, that you don't get a nice clean defined line through the handle, whereas I would be able to get that nice defined line, black to orange and then orange to black again. I could get that really defined and nice and clean and straight, but it means bonding the handle together and machining them and getting them nice and flat. So I'm still tossing that one around in my head at the moment as to what way I think I need to go with that one. So we'll probably focus on the other one. We'll do the purple, white and light blue casting, and then what I'm also going to do is I've got another couple of molds here, so we might end up doing another couple, and that might be a fun one for you guys. Start thinking a couple of colours, and we might pour a couple of colours that you've come up with. Okay, so without further ado, I think I'm almost there. I might grab a little bit more tape to put around the bottom of those moulds, and then we'll start pouring some resin. How's that sound? So my nice gaffer tape here. Let me just check in on the chat and see what you guys are up to. A couple of messages here that keep getting, I've got to approve. I don't know why that is. There must be obviously a setting somewhere. Just approved your I2nd green, Brett. But anyway, they're up now. With the Mali barrel molds, not yet, mate. I do have a tub of silicone ready to go, and I do have plenty of Mali barrels here that I could use to make a silicone mold on. So that'll probably be one of the other ones that I'll schedule in, Razor. So yeah, not a silly question, mate. It's one that we've got to do, that I'm looking forward to doing actually. But I'll need to have a separate stream for it because the silicone takes a bit of working, you know. But we will certainly do that. We will be scheduling one in for that for sure. Okay, and just because they've been taped up for a while, sometimes the heat tends to get to them and they don't stick. Or this is not a good quality gaffer tape, this one, so I won't be getting this one again. I'll get the grey, the silvery grey one the next time. It's much better, it sticks better, it doesn't release. This one tends to stretch, and the adhesive that they have on the tape is not very strong. And after a few days, it just tends to fall off and release, you know. So I'll put an extra bit round the bottom, and hopefully that'll keep it. If there is any little areas where it's let go, it'll retain it and keep it solid. Okay. All right, so now this one that I've got to do with the purple, white and light blue, I don't think I've got a proper purple, so I'll have to have a look. Other than that, I might have to mix a little bit of red into a blue or something to get the purple. But we'll see what we can come up with, eh? This is the joys of working with resin, being able to work out your colours and making it work. Okay, let me check up in the chat, fellas, or guys and ladies, ladies and gents. So is T-Man still here? Did T-Man get what I was saying before about the T-Man? Did you get the word on the rhodium's coming, mate? Yeah. Yeah, watching YouTube on the TV. That's what I do when I'm in the house, in the family room, and the wife's not there. If you know, I'm going to watch a couple of YouTubes, I always put it up on the TV screen. It's much easier and better to watch. Yeah, the Queenslanders are a bit strange that way, with the whole daylight saving thing. I mean, you know, some of the reasons that people gave for not having daylight saving here in Queensland was that the curtains would fade. You know, having that much extra light, they don't realise that you still get the same amount of light, same amount of dark. How bloody stupid! And then you know, other reasons were that the cows wouldn't know when to come in to be milked. God Almighty, you know, like. Yeah, so that's one thing about Queensland. It's a beautiful place, perfect one day, you know, beautiful one day, perfect the next. But when it comes to that daylight saving thing, they're a little bit backwards. Right, starting to get there. Yeah, we can maybe do an interference colour one again tonight, because I've got a fair few of the different interference colours there, so maybe we can just throw all those colours into one of these moulds and we can try that and see how that comes out. It might come out quite nice. Might turn out to be an absolute disaster, but you never know if you don't try these things, eh? We're all onto the liquid fire. There it is there, look. There's the liquid fire, it's a beauty. Look at that colour, isn't it nice? And then where's the barpole? We got barpole here somewhere, there's barpole. right? And the rest are blues and silvers and midnight blue and diamond deep blue sea. There's jungle green. I think that was one of the ones I got to keep Brett happy. And then there's another one which is emerald green. So I got a few of the diamond pigments there now. I must get more actually too, but anyway, we'll see how we go. So I'm going to get some cups ready now. So I've got to make sure I get the right cup. I think it's that one fills those molds, I'm pretty sure. So we'll mark off. No, geez, I can't remember whether it's that one or that one now, the 45 mils, or if it's the 30 mil ones. No, there's the thing, I can't remember now. 45 would take it up to there. I think it might be the 45 mil ones, I think. Oh, they were the last ones we cast. I just can't remember what cup we used, whether we used the 30 mil ones or the, I should write it on the bloody molds as well, that's 345s. We'll mix one of these ones up, one of the larger ones, and then we'll see how that goes, and we can cut it back for the next ones if we need to. How does that sound? Right, I'll just get my marker so I can mark a fresh cut. I'll keep those other ones as permanent ones for using to get my measurements for my 3:1. So we'll use this and we'll go there. It's 3:1, sorry, that's the 3 parts. Oh, and that's not marked for a 45 either, for the 4th one. Oh geez, I hate being disorganised, Ah, there it is. That's for the 95 mil tube. And I think that's what that is. Yeah, that's what that is. So that's the one that we need to use. Found it. Yeah, that's the one. So it wasn't that one. That's good. Okay. That fixes that drama real quick. So we'll remark a new one now. Well, actually, I'll mark a couple out, to be honest. And then that way we'll have one for each cup, How does that sound? So the first one is the bottom there. That's mark 1. That's the 3 parts. It's there. And then the next one is that one there. Which I'll just mark on each of them again. And that's just got our cups marked. Okay, so we'll put that one away so we don't use it. Alrighty, so that's our 3 cups. So we'll use one initially. So we'll pour our resin. Are you bearing with me? Are you hanging in there? Well, we're in for El Nino or whatever they call it this year. So they reckon here in Australia. So we're going to have a pretty wet one this year, which they're saying is going to be good because that'll keep the bushfires away. So hopefully that stays true to advised. Okay, I'll do that. That's the 3 parts. I do have the overhead shot as well, so once I start the mixing and mixing powders and stuff, I'll change to that overhead shot. But we've got this head-on one here, then we've got this one off to the side over here, then we've got the overhead one up above. So yeah, so you should get a good view of what's going on. That one could probably have the exposure lifted up a little bit, but I don't think it'll really matter too much at the moment. We'll keep soldiering on, eh? Music level okay. Voice okay. It might be peaking a little bit. Voice. It's peaking a little bit, I think, so we might just have to zip that down just a little bit. See how that is. Yeah, that's better. Okay. If the volumes go out, guys, just let me know, and I can tweak it a little bit. Okay. Right. We'll put part B in. And then we'll start splashing it. Oh, I better get my colours sorted out first, I suppose. I've got to use so we'll be using purple, because that's the only purple I've got, and I might add a little bit red into that just to get it to purple right up. Even liquid fire might do the job if I mix it directly into the purple. And then we want some white, so I'm going to use micro pearl for that. And a light blue. Now, light blue. This will be the light blue I'm going to use. This one here. Okay, so we're going to stick with micro pearl white. We're going to go with the purple with a little bit of liquid fire to try and purple it up, and then we'll go with the light blue as well, and that'll be our three colours. Now, there'll be probably less white, more light blue, and probably similar amount of purple, maybe just a little bit less of the purple. Okay? In the first one anyway. Okay, so there we go with part B. Now we've got to give it a good mix up. A really good mix up, so that we start that process off with the resin, but we've got to mix it really well. All right. Actually, you're getting not too bad a shot in that side camera anyway, aren't you? Just it's not very close, but you're seeing what's going on. You can see the pressure pot there. Sound volumes are okay, I think. So I'll flick back to the YouTube. Now those ones there are the small ones. Oh no, they're the same. That's all good, so I can use those ones up. That's all good. Because we will use those smaller cups for some of our mixes as well. So we're going to go that and that and that and that. That's our first lot to play around with. And I hope the liquid fire turns that purple more purple, because that's what I'm aiming for. Otherwise I could drop some red into the purple and really make it purpley. Alright, so we'll put them on the bottom there. Oh, they're the two that I need, aren't they, for later on. So we'll leave them there. I'm going to use a couple of these. So I'll leave the light blue in the main cup, and we'll put a little bit of purple and white into the other ones. So I'm just going to pour so much of that out now. I'll just grab a hold of that stick there. And that'll probably do for the purple. And then we'll put in a similar amount, maybe a little bit less for white. Oh, around about the same. That'll do the white. And then this is going to be the light blue, which is probably a little bit too much. I might go a bit more purple as well. That'll be better. Okay. Yeah, that'll be better. That'll be a better mix, and I'll give a little bit of that to the white as well. Right, that's us got our resin ready. So we'll add a little bit of the light blue to this one here. And I might take you to the head down shot. We'll see how it looks anyway. So we'll go to camera 3 there. Might see if I can adjust the. I'll see if I can adjust the exposure for you to bring that up a little bit more. Don't want to blow it out, that's all. That might be okay there. That's just 1 notch up. So we'll go okay there. Yeah, that's not too bad, that'll do. Right, so we'll mix this light blue in. Bring it over here so you can see what's going on, eh? Set them up there. We'll get this light blue mixed up. Now that's that light blue is a Perlex mica powder. Perlex powder, I should say. And that's pretty much good already, and I don't think I'll need to add any more colour. I might add just a little touch, I think, just to give it some solidity. Oh, probably too much, but it won't matter. It'll just be a nice stronger blue now. I'm gonna have to try and find out why it's holding messages back from you guys when you're posting things. I think it's all these emojis and stuff. It waits for me to approve it. I'll need to find out what the setting is in YouTube for that to be allowed, because it's a pain in the bum. But you keep using your emojis, that's no problems at all. It's just if they don't show up when you put them up, you'll know the reason why. It's because I haven't said yeah, show or hide or whatever. Yeah, well it does on my screen, but I'm clicking show as soon as I see them come up on the screen, so that's probably why. Because I can't see it being a separate setting just for my PC. That wouldn't be YouTube. Right, now we'll get a little bit of we'll sit that one there for now. Actually, I'll sit it there, that's okay, up there out the way. We'll get another mixing stick, and I'm going to put purple in there first up. Look at that, isn't it a nice rich, I mean it looks more blue in the camera, but it is a purple. Well, it's a bluey purple really, but I want to try and get it a little bit more purple, this one. So I'm hoping that the liquid fire will have enough sort of red in it to turn that bluey purple to a more purple. So let's just mix that one up now, nice and carefully in these small cups. Definitely looks more blue, a real bluey purple. It's a beautiful colour. But hopefully with the liquid fire in there, that'll purple it right up. I'm hoping anyway. We'll soon find out, won't we? Won't take much though, I don't think. So we'll just go gently on this one, I think. We can always add a little bit more. I think it might take a little bit more red, so I might have to get one of my other reds out, I think, to get it to go real purple. It's purple round the edge that I can see, but the resin itself still looks red. Still looks bluish. So I'm going to use a solid paste pigment in this one now, PSTF I think these ones are called. I'm going to do that in there. Just to see if I can get a little bit more purple in there. And these ones are probably a lot stronger than the micas. Yep, that's done it. So with the wildfire and a little bit of that red, that's turned it nice dark, sorry, purpley now. So I'm just going to get rid of one of these mixing sticks. And that's the red one, so I'll get the last of the red pigment off that one. And then that one will go in the bin. And we'll continue on with this one. So yeah, we've got a real deep purple now. So that's good, that's the colour I wanted to get. Takes you back to your school days, and remembering all your primary colours and trying to remember what colours make what. All your primary ones, your easy ones are okay, but it's when you get into those harder ones that sometimes can be an issue, And resins are a little bit like that with the pigments. You know, some will, like I said before, some will mix better than others, and some won't mix, and some will make messy colours and others will make nice colours, you know, but it's all trial and error and just experience and practice, really. So we can probably get rid of them ones again for now anyway. We'll mix this one up now. Must have spilt some there. So this one's staying a little bit clumpier, but it won't take long. The Pearl X powders do mix. They're very, very fine powders, so they do mix pretty quickly and break down in the resin. And just feel how this one's going. Yeah, it's starting to warm up a little bit. I can feel it through the cup already, it's starting to warm. I must get myself one of those digital thermometers at some stage as well. It's probably a more accurate way of doing it. Then you know once it hits a set temperature that you know you're ready to pour. And you've got, you know, 1 or 2 minutes to get it done, and that, when it gets to that particular temperature. But it's worked for me to date, just, you know, mixing, and then you know, you get a feel for when the resin's starting to go for you, and it gives you, you know, a good idea as to when to start pouring. But you know, the temperature readout, digital temperature, you can just hit it with a gun, measure the temp, wait till it gets to the temp that it needs to get to, and then you know you're bang on without any guessing or error. No, I did not raise it on that Ferrari one. I don't know what happened there. I know Serjan had an issue in that because it went to him to have the knot fitted and then he shipped it on from there. I know because that happened way back early in the COVID issues, I do think he had issues that the parcel went astray, but I don't know whether they actually managed to resolve it and find it. I'm not sure, so I really don't know whether the guy got it or he didn't get it, whether it turned up, whether it didn't turn up, I've got no idea. But I will ask Serjan again because, yeah, he was in communications with the guy. But COVID really stuffed a lot of things up for a lot of people, both in supply and stuff like that, you know, sending goods and they don't turn up, they get lost, you know. Somebody's got it somewhere. So like I says guys, tonight's just a little bit of a rushed stream. Well, I'm trying not to rush it, I'm trying to relax and chill these out and have a bit of fun, but it's just with all what's been going on the last few days and today's just been absolutely hectic for me. But like I said, hopefully I've got another day or two of that and then hopefully I can get back to normal. So Thursday night stream might be a little bit of a hectic one again, guys. I do apologise. I apologise now for that. But we will still stream one way or another. We will stream, whether it be another casting or whether it be something else that I have to do, just nice and easy. And I will get it scheduled in either probably later tomorrow night or early Thursday morning, so you still will get notified. I should put a paper towel down like I did the last time out, rather than keep making this mess that I'm making. There's one, there's the other one. Yeah, I can feel the temperature rising in this light blue one. A larger volume of resin too, that's actually getting quite hot. So it shouldn't, well, it'll go a little bit yet, but it shouldn't be too much long before this one will be ready to start pouring. So plus the ambient temperature up here at the moment is warmer as well. So that aids in the resin reacting quicker as well. And it's best not to cast if it's raining or if the air here, I mean, because we are subtropics, it gets quite humid. So again, you need to be mindful of all that sort of stuff. Resin doesn't like moisture of any sort. So, you know, that's why you'll have issues with stabilizing and trying to get resin to stick to wood if there's moisture in the wood. You've got to make sure the wood's dry. Otherwise it just will not stick at all. And even casting, you know, you don't want to have a lot of moisture in the air or have any water near your resin. Resin and water or moisture just do not go together. Now I'm just going to lift the lid off the pressure pot and see what we've got inside there. We've got my little rack in there that I'll take out because I've got a little plastic non-stick board in the base there, and I'll just sit the moulds in that in the bottom of the pressure pot when we're ready. Okay, we'll go back to that shot for now. You can see the pressure pot's there ready to go. We've got the 3 moulds here ready to go. We're only going to be pouring one with these colours, and then we'll throw it to you guys and see. Oh, we're going to try one with all the interference colours. Yeah, we'll do that one definitely. I think that should be quite nice. We'll see what kind of effect we get out of that, So I'll dig all my interference colours out next. Yeah, this one's really starting to warm up now, so I'll have to be careful here. Still feels relatively thin. It's thickening a little bit. But I want to leave myself enough time to pour as well so that I can get nice colour mix in it. I can't feel really any heat in the little cup. That's a nice purple now. It's a nice dark, deep purple. So you can see when I mixed the liquid fire in, it really didn't turn it purple. But the minute I put that red in, it just sent it purple straight away. So the liquid fire was obviously just not quite strong enough red. There mustn't be enough. Red's a strong pigment to start with, but with the liquid fire, the red mustn't be that strong within the pigment itself. Hence, when I used the solid red PTSF pigment, it basically just sent it purple straight away. Alrighty, I think we might be getting close to pouring this one now, so we'll bring the cup in. I'll get the sticks out for now. The mixing sticks, I think we're getting pretty close. So as you can see, this is probably taken a lot less time than what previous castings we've done have taken, and it's only because the climate is warmer here at the moment. So this purple one still seems fairly thin, and again I can't, a little bit of warmth, but very little. But this light blue, the cup is really starting to warm up now. I mean, I can still hold it. It's not burning hot like it will get when it's in the pressure pot, but it is getting fairly warm. Now see, Brett's just put up a post. Can you guys all see that? I'd be interested, WW. Can you guys see that in the chat or not? Can you see Brett's post in the chat? That'd be interesting, WW, with the little green circle. Yeah, see, you can't see it. So you can't see it. Now I'm just going to click show. And now you should be able to see it. Music's where it normally always is, Grey Dog. I'm monitoring the level in front of me here, mate, and the music is nowhere near any higher than what it normally is. But what I'll do for you is I'll turn it down one, and we'll just see if that makes any difference. That's knocked it down one, which is about 3 dBA, I think it is each time I hit the button. Okay, we'll start pouring this one now because it is starting to warm up. So I'm going to pour a fair bit of blue in. And then I'm going to go a little bit of white, only just a trickle. Then I'll go a little bit of purple, or just a trickle. Then we'll go more blue. Because we've got a lot more blue than we have white and purple, okay? And I can see the blue is really starting to warm up and thicken up now. Sounds like we've got a racing car track around our place at the moment. A couple of cars screaming around. Either that or they've just got loud exhaust systems on them. Well, we picked the right cup because we've got the right amount of resin. Oh, just big dollop on the paper towel there. And I might go to the I'll go to the overhead shot now, and you'll see what's going on inside that mold there. And all I'm going to do is I'm going to scrape out the last of the resins out of these cups, just so that we get that properly filled up. Fell a little bit short, so I must be a little bit out with my markings. Although we do have a little bit blue left, but not a lot. And there's virtually none of the white left, so I think we were just a little bit shy. But that should be okay. And we'll get the last of the blue now. Okay, we'll just put that in. It's starting, I mean, it's still fluid, but it's starting to sort of thicken and gel now. So it's at that point where it really won't flow out of the cup anymore. And we've got enough just to take it up to the top. And once it goes in the pressure pot, that'll subside a little bit. It'll go down a little bit, but not a lot. And the blank is a 95mm long blank, so it'll still give me enough to grab it in the chuck, because I only need about 5mm or so to grab in the chuck. And then so that one's that one, so that one can go into the pressure pot shortly, and I'll lift it up to the camera shortly and let you see. Right, so if I can get that, no, I don't think the colour's going to show properly in it. It actually looks quite nice in the top. We've got sort of, I can see shades of the lighter blue and the deeper purple, and obviously the lighter colour of the white there, which is just not really showing in the camera. So anyway, we'll get that in the pressure pot, and all going well, we may even get to see that one before we're finished the other castings. So we'll see how we go. So we'll put the lid on. I'll take you to the other shot, that one there, and you'll just get to see. I'll turn the music down a little bit more for you guys if that makes it better. There we go, that should be low enough now, I would think. Alright, so I'm just going to tighten up the pressure pot now. So always clamp the two opposite clamps, and then bring your other ones in, and just try and get a fairly even clamping on your clamps. And like I said, I always stick to tightening up on the opposite sides, so that way you're getting a fairly even clamp of your component, your clamps, and even pressure the lid and get a good seal on the lid. All right, well that's that. So we'll shut the inlet off, and then we'll connect to air. There we go, and then we'll open it up nice and slowly. These can all go in the bin. That's at 50 psi. Nearly at 60. And there we go. A little bit less than 60. About 58, somewhere around about there. So that'll do us. Okay. Now, put them in the bin. we'll get ready for the next one. So I think we said interference colours next, yeah? We're going to try a mix of all the interference colours, eh? What do you reckon? Let me find them first. Okay, interference red, interference blue, interference gold, that's carbon black, so we don't want that one. Should have got another couple of interference green. There you go, Brett, we're getting an interference green in there for you too. That's another carbon black. Is that full or empty? No, that's full, that's good. I thought I was getting low on the black, but we've got a couple there. Interference violet. That's a dual red, so we won't put that one in. That's a little bit different to the interference. That's flamingo pink. That's it. So I've got 5 different interference colours that we might mix in this one, and we'll see what the outcome of that is, eh? Because I don't think I've tried all the interference colours in the same pour. So right. Okay, so next cup, here we go. And I'll take it right up to the mark this time, so we've got a little touch of extra resin. That's better. That's to the top of the mark. Get that cable back around me. I didn't tuck it under my shirt and it's just hanging over my shoulder for the microphone. So sling it back there. That's that one. Now we've got part B. And that'll do that one. Back to mixing. Let me just grab some methyl so I can wipe my hand. I've got a little bit of sticky resin on it. So I'll grab a paper towel. Have we got usual in the stream as well, have we? See, I've got to approve your post there, Razor, with the fire and the whatever else it is. Can you see it in the chat yet or not? Because I haven't put show or hide yet. So I'm going to click show now. Obviously there'll be a little bit of delay, but so I've just clicked the fire one now. See what happens. Probably show up now. It is now because I put show. Now I'm going to do this one a little bit differently. I'm going to use plastic cups for this one, because the little cups are just a little bit too hard to work with. Actually, I've got cups there, I'll use them first. I've got more there. So we've got 5 colours. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, actually, I only need 4 because we got this cup as well, so that will be our 5th. I need a bigger table. I need a bigger table. Right, that's mixed through properly now. So we'll pour, I'm thinking I'll just go equal amounts of all these colours, and we'll just see what the, it ends up looking like as far as the blank's concerned. The interference colours I've noticed are not too solid though, so we'll have to weigh that one up. But we'll have a look at it once we get them mixed up, I think. Okay, we'll keep that stick there because we'll be able to use that. So I'm just going to get down on my hunkers and pour a little bit of resin in each one of these. And then try and get sort of reasonably equal amounts in each one. So we get a nice even mix of the 5 colours. And then we've got that one there, which is just a little bit less, so we'll take a little bit from one of the others. So we'll take a little bit of that one into there, I think. I'll do that. A little bit of that one into there. And that'll do that. And that'll give us our 5 colours. Hopefully we don't waste a lot in the cups with this, but anyway, we'll see how we go. Right, so first colour, interference green. So we'll take a little bit of that, probably about that much. And we'll let that one settle. Then we'll take interference violet. Maybe about that much. So that was violet, that was green. This is interference blue. Well, this one hasn't been opened yet. Like that over there in the bin. So there's blue. Then we've got interference red. And then we've got interference gold. So there we go, that's the interference colours done. So 5 colours in this one, all interference colours. So time for the mix now. Mix them all up. Geez, I hope we get enough in here to fill a mould. Looks very small amounts when it's split up over 5 cups. Right, that's the gold. This is the green. I mean, who knows? I mean, these could all end up blending together and you might get no colour effect out of them at all, but again, like I said, I like to experiment with these things because you try it once, it doesn't work, you don't do it again. And like I said, you don't know what the outcome's going to be like until you actually do it. So. It'll be a very light handle, light coloured handle, but hopefully we'll get that interference shining through in it with the different colours, hopefully. I'll take you to an above shot shortly, but when they settle, they actually, some of them just look very, very close, like the green and the gold looks very close together in colour. But obviously, once you get the right light on it, the interference colours will change. And sometimes the interference colours can give quite a nice effect if you go more of the interference colour and then maybe use some Pearl X powder like colours, but use the stronger colours to just mix in with the interference in the mould. See, looking at these, you can see very, very slight shades, but you can see the different colours in the top of the cup, but whether the camera it'll be enough for the camera to pick it up, I'm not real sure. So I'll just flick you to camera 3. I don't know if you probably can't see nothing in the camera there. What I'll do is I'll mix them and I'll hold each one up. So that one was the gold, so you can see a little bit of hint of gold in that. I think this one was the green. But again, see, I can see the green, but I don't think the camera's picking up the green. This one was the red. and you can probably just see the red in there. It's very hard in the camera. The cameras don't pick it up. Anyway, I think I'm wasting my time showing you that. This one was the violet, I think it was. Yeah, this one was the violet. Again, you can't really see the colour in the camera, so I'm not sure how this one is going to pan out, but anyway, we'll soon find out. And I forget what the last colour was. Interference green, interference gold, interference violet, interference blue. One of them is blue. And interference red. So red, a blue, a green, a gold, and a violet. And I think that one's the red one. I can see red. Oh, yeah, red in that one. I think that one's the violet, or that one might be the red and that's the violet. Hard to tell. Anyway, we'll get ready to because these are all pretty much even with different powders in them, I'm thinking that one's not going to settle in the mould any more than the other one, so I'm thinking we might be able to just pour these in. I'll still do the mix, the dribble mix into the mould, but I'm thinking we should be able to pour all these in shortly. Because they're only small amounts in each cup now, so I'll be lucky if I can feel any heat in them. And we shall see what we get out of it, eh? Experiments, see? Right, Razor, you put usual T-Man's an hour behind us and a smiley face. Is it showing in the chat? Brett's just put one up, needs more grain. And again, it's not showing. So what I'll do is I'll click on your one now, Razor. So click, and that's that one done. And then I'm going to go to Brett ones now, and I'm going to go click and show, click. I'm going to have to look at the settings and see what that is, because I don't want to have to keep approving them. You guys are good enough, you're well behaved, you're not putting any nasty words up there, so I think we can find what setting that is, and we can just, they can be approved automatically. I don't want to have to approve them. Okay, it might be in my settings somewhere then. I'll have to have a look. Actually, let me just see what that setting button there is. Live stream settings. Live chat. Live chat replay. Enable live chat. Enable slow mode. Nah, it's got nothing that I can change there, so I don't know what's going on with that. Not a worry. Okay, so we've got our 5 colours. We'll we'll try and keep them all on the mat, because otherwise they're all going to end up. Just put these in the bin. They're all going to end up dripping all over that board. So we'll start pouring each one in. We'll keep a hold of the stick for later, in case I've got to scoop any out the cups. Alright, so we'll grab this one. Actually, we'll do it the other way. We'll go this way. We'll go that one. And we'll dribble some in. And we'll go this one, put that on the mat. Then we'll go a little bit of this one. And we'll dribble that in. A little bit of this one. Dribble that in. A little bit of that one. Oh, down the side of the cup. The mould, I should say. Then we'll go a little bit of this one. Might be quite interesting, this actually. I can see colours, different colours in the mould now. And hopefully it'll show when I get it up to that close to the camera. If it stays like how it's looking at the moment, it'll be quite impressive actually. And we're going to have to get pouring, I think, because they are starting to go a little bit now. Yeah, this one's starting to gel, so we'll get out what we can. Because this is a nice blue one, this one. So we'll get as much of that in there as we possibly can. Geez, I'm a messy resin caster, am I? But I love getting my hands dirty. I think we might run out of resin. And I don't know why, because I poured in the same amounts. Just I think the split, the amount of wastage between the 5 cups, I think. So I might have to do a quick mix up on this one. Maybe mix up a little bit of white or something. Throw a little bit of white in there and then give it a little quick once over. We'll see how we go. Right, another one. We'll keep going. See, this one's still running, but the other ones were starting to gel. So let me just get these ones out now. Yeah, we're going to fall a little bit short, I think, so I'll have to do a quick white or something. So I'm just going to do a very, very small amount of part A, part B. Get rid of that stick. Give my hand a wipe, and I'll throw a little bit of white in there, and then I'll mix it down in. So I'm not going to be too pedantic about this, see? A little bit like that. Tiny little bit of part B. Another stick, and I'm going to add in some pure pearl white out of the diamond range. And we're only going to need about that. And we'll just get that in there, and then I'll push the stick down in it a couple of times just to mix it in there with the rest. And I've just deliberately mixed this in this old cup because there's still a little bit of the interference colour in the bottom, so it's going to take this, what is it called? Pure pearl white. It's going to take that, and it's just going to pick up the last of the interference colour that was in this cup. And I think that will do it. So we'll pour that in to fill it up. Hopefully. There's probably more than enough in it anyway, because like I said, I still get room to grab it with the jaws with that, and but we'll take the last out just to get as much in there as we possibly can. To fill it up. And then we'll get it in the pot. And we'll get a sneak peek at how the other one's going. If it still looks to be curing, I'll leave it in there. Now I'm just going to go in and out like that a couple of times just to get the interference through that white as well. Because they should have gelled enough now that they're not going to run into each other. If they were going to run into each other, they would have done it before now. Okay, that's that one done. So we'll get that one in the pot. So we'll open the pot up. I'll just give my hands a good wipe again. And we'll go back to camera 2 there. So we'll release, I'll take the air line off, we'll release the air slowly. And then we'll let it go. And I don't think you're going to see much in colour in that. Oh, you can see a little bit of colour, but not a lot. I think we'll see more when we get it out the mould. Okay, now we'll loosen these off again. First one's gone off already. Feel the bottom. Yeah, I think it'll be solid. So we'll get this one in. Sit it over there. Yeah, I can see the interference colours coming in that now. So that'll be quite an effective blank, I think. Shut that off. Okay, connect the air back up. That'll do us. How are we going time-wise, guys? That's an hour and a half. We might mix one more up, just to use up that last mould, and then we'll call it a night of that, I think. Did you decide what you want to do about times for the videos? Do you want me to start them earlier on the night ones? Did you want me to start them at 6 o'clock my time here? Or is it a bad time altogether for dinner time and stuff like that? You guys let me know. Emerald green. Yeah, we can do emerald green. Do you want anything else in it, Amber? We can do an emerald green. We can do jungle green. And if I've got any of this one, no, that one's empty. What other greens have I got? Oh, I've got a sparkle green. And that's about it. I've got day glow green. Emerald green and purple. Okay. Right, let's grab a few cups out again. So this will be the last one for tonight. So we'll go back to there for now until I get organised. Resin's still, I've just wiped my hands and I've got resin all over them again. I've got resin down the side of this mould. So I might just put that aside for now, and we'll do a reveal in the Thursday night one, I think, for these, because it's still sticky down the sides of the mould. So I'm just going to sit it there, and we'll reveal that on Thursday night along with the other ones, I think. All right, let's get this one underway, eh? So Amber's picked emerald green and purple. Is that what we're going with there, Amber? With a hint of black. Okay, sounds like a plan. Thank you, Razor. We've got 10 in the stream according to the concurrent viewers. So we need to remember this one was light blue, purple, and a little bit of white, wasn't it? Mica white. So we'll need to remember that for when we demold it and let you see it, and we can remember what colours we put in and how we put them in. I'll need one of them for the black, and I'll need one for purple and this one for the green or whatever. I think I've got a little crickets attached to the front of one of my studio lights. Can hear them cricking away there. Crikey! Right, so let's do this. So we're going to go with a little bit of black, so not a lot of black, because black's a very, very strong colour anyway. So we're only going to go with a half cup of that. Just for a little bit of black through it somewhere. And then we're going to split this one up with purple and green, emerald green. So that'll do us. We'll probably put a little bit more green in than the purple. Or the purple, I should say. Okay, so purple it is. In she goes. We've got the emerald green, which hasn't been opened yet. I thought we'd used this one for to see what this looked like before, Brett, but obviously not. So I'll get rid of that lid. We'll grab a new popsicle stick, and we're going to put a fair bit of green in there. And then we'll need a little bit of carbon black. So we had carbon black here before somewhere. There we are. That was an old stick, yep. So we'll get that in the bin. And we'll take a little bit of black. That's probably more than enough. Okay, mix, 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 mix. Right, there's the black done for now. Emerald green. Ooh la la. Oh, very nice. Very nice. Probably be like the Joker. Or was it Poison Ivy? Which one was the green and purple? Now the thing is, do we leave the purple as purple, or do we add a bit of red and make it a deeper purple? How would you like your chips, mate? Would you like them deep fried, pan fried, oven baked? Yeah, I think we'll leave the purple as it is, I think. I think it'll look quite nice. We will need to let this one get up in temp though, because I don't want them mixing together too much. So there's the green and the purple. That emerald green looks nice actually. They all do. The purple's nice as well. Fish and chops. I'll have 6 fish and chops. The chili bin, the chili bin. Cheers, bro, bring along the chili bin. Right, that's the black. Oh yeah. Have a look at this grain. I wished I could get more light into that cup so that you can see the actual green shimmer. It's a bit hard. No, I can't get the light in the cup. It's pretty shimmery though. You know, the purple's a funny colour because when I mix it in the cup, around the edge of the cup it looks really a nice purple, but then when the resin settles in the cup on the surface it looks blue, or more blue than purple. So it's a funny colour. I guess that's why it's called purple, isn't it? Starting to get a little bit of warmth in it now. The green's still fairly cool though, which is surprising because there's more resin in the green one than there is in the blue one, in the purple one I should say. Black still feels thin, but it's a small quantity. So we'll keep it going a little bit longer, and then we'll pour. We'll put it in the pressure pot, and then I think what we'll do is we'll call that a night. By that time we're going to be touching the 2 hours. We'll call it a night, and then what we'll do is Thursday, I'll open up the pressure pot. I won't have a look at them until Thursday night, I promise. And we'll open up the pressure pot and we'll pull the other 2 out. I can cut them out the molds and release them and let you see them along with this one, so you can see them. So that can be the start of our stream on Thursday, and then we might continue on and do another couple of castings on Thursday night, just to make things nice and easy. And then I'll organise something for Saturday morning, and then we'll move on from there. But listen, if you don't mind, you've probably had a bit of a chat in there. If you don't mind, definitely let me know about the times for the streams, for the nighttime streams, because like I said, you know, you guys are mostly all over the place other than Queensland. So if it makes it easier for you guys to watch, Sam as well, if it makes it easier for you guys to watch if I bring it on earlier, then let me know. One of you take the lead on it. Actually, Razor's the president of the TF Custom Shaving Brushes fan club group. So if Razor can touch base with everybody, and then just pop me a message, Razor, and let me know whether you want me to bring the time an hour forward, my time here, which will make it a bit earlier for you guys as well. Or if you want to leave it at the same time, or whatever you want to do, you let me know, and then we'll change the times for that accordingly. We'll keep the Saturday morning, if everybody's happy with the Saturday morning one, at 9 o'clock. And then we can move on from there, right? Because I do want to keep you all happy, you know. And I think I mentioned it in the last stream. I noticed we've gone to 91 subscribers now. I think it is 91 or 92 subscribers. So we're getting closer to that 100. If we can get the subscriber rate up, then I might even do a giveaway or something like that, you know. But the old YouTube's been a little bit slower of late for some reason. I don't know why. It's not getting the views and the attention to some of the videos as what we were getting some time ago. And I don't know if it's got anything to do with the keywords and the, you know, SEO setup in YouTube. I'm not sure. I've tried my best with it. I even subscribed to TubeBuddy, which is supposed to help you with all that stuff. I pay for that one, so I've been using it for, well, basically not long after I started the streaming, I signed up with TubeBuddy. So it was going well, but it seems to have dropped off for whatever reason. I don't know why. And I know YouTube's going through a lot of changes, so it could be to do with the changes as well. I'm not 100% sure, but anyway, Razor, if you can find out what everybody wants to do, and then let me know, mate, and we'll we'll adjust it accordingly, eh? That would help me having to sit and go through all the chat and everything else. You guys are in there, it's happening with you guys live. It'd be easier for you guys just to have a chat, sort it out between yous, tell me what yous want, and then we'll do it, eh? And we'll keep our over the pond friends happy with a Saturday morning stream at 9 if you're happy with that. We'll leave that as is. That may impact on our guys here as well with the daylight savings. So again, if you let me know what you want to do for the Saturday as well, we can take it there. I've just got to watch that it doesn't wreck my whole weekend on a Saturday by being midday or something like that, you know. So just got to be mindful of that. Yeah, that would probably work usual, wouldn't it? Yep, grey dog. I don't think YouTube would like it though. I'd probably get banned. They'd shut my my channel down. Okay, I think we're getting close now. It's getting a little bit of warmth in it, but it's starting to feel a little bit thicker. So I think we're probably at a stage where we can start to think about pouring. Maybe a little bit longer. As you can see, once it gets the heat up, it actually goes off quite quickly. I mean, you saw that with that first one that we poured. By the time we got the second one, mind you, the second one was a slower pour because it had the five colours, 5 mixes, that sort of thing happening. But yeah, once it goes, you know, like it builds up a lot of heat. That's why you've got to be careful with resins if you pour them too thick. This is a slow, well, they call this one the slow set, but it's quite a fast set if you ask me. But thicker ones, that's why they require the low set, and the lower, I forget the words for it, but the thermal properties, if it gets too hot, it can cause the casting to crack. And the thicker you make them, the more heat it generates, so the more chance you've got of it cracking. But I've never had a shaving brush blank go crack on me. I have had a larger casting crack on me though. So again, it's just practice and getting to know your resin and what its limits are. Okay, I think we're right to start pouring these now. All right, so we're going to go mainly with the pour. We're going to go mainly, it's going to be mainly green and blue for the majority of it, but we're just going to drop in a little trickle of black here and there now and again, okay? So we've got more green than purple, slightly. So we'll just mix it up a little bit between the green and the purple. And then we shall drop in a little bit of black here and there. Done it again. Damn it. Doesn't matter. Excuse me, always get an itchy nose when you're doing things the way you're tying your hands up, aye? I'll pour a little bit black in this time now as well. Just a little bit here and there. God, I think I'm way off with my resin mixes tonight. Oh, I might have, oh, we should have enough, yeah. A little bit black again. And you can put something like a bamboo skewer or something in there. You could actually swirl the colours up a bit if you want to. Sometimes you get an interesting effect with that, but it's better when you do that with the with like slab castings or larger mould castings where you're going to cut them up. Typically it doesn't work too well in these vertical moulds, but you can do it, and it'll mix up the colour a bit more, so you get more of a, but I find just doing it like this and letting the resin sort itself out works quite well as well. So that's why I never bother putting anything in there other than that last one where I put a bit of the mica white in, and I just wanted that to get mixed in with the interference colours so we didn't have mica white sitting on one end of the blank, you know. And then we've got a bit more black to drop in here, so that's all right. And then we'll scrape out the bottom of the cups just to mix that black up in the bottom now. So we'll get the last of that out. That's the black done, and we'll get the last of the purple, because there's still a little bit left in the bottom of this, so it'll be enough to fill up the mould with this and the green. Nice. Now I'll get the last of the green if it's not gone too jelly on me, which it hasn't yet, but it's getting there. And I think we're about done. Beautiful. Just made it. So it was pretty much spot on for my mixes with the amount of resin, which it should have been because that's how it was working before. But I think probably what I need to start doing is just, the more colours I use, I just have to put a little bit more part A and part B resin in to try and maintain the quantity, because you do get a bit of waste inside the cups as well, and then obviously you've got your paddle pop sticks and stuff like that. So to be honest, mate, he liked the photographs. He actually loved them to bits, T-Man, with the wooden and the resin handle. I sent him the photographs in a little 30-second video, and he says, oh mate, he says, that's magic. He says, it's better than what I thought it was. So he was quite happy with it. So yeah, so that was good. So let me get rid of these in the bin. Hands are not too bad. That's the air gone. If I go to that other shot, you probably see more. Still a little bit off screen, but you see more, I guess. Just with a pressure pot. So there we go. That one's still soft, so I'm not going to take that one out. We'll put this one in beside it, and we'll visit them again on, there's that cable again. We'll visit them on Thursday, okay? So that can be the opening part of the stream. And what I'll do is I'll leave them in there the meantime. And I promise I won't peek, I promise. Right, we'll pump that up with air again. There we go, just under 60 psi again. Actually, we must have a little leak somewhere because it's dropped down. Let me pump it back up and see if it drops again. Oh no, it's holding there. That's it, just under 60 psi now. So there we go, ladies and gents. We're all done. We've got 3 castings done. They should be nice castings actually. I don't think this one's going to show you. Let me just go to there. So that was that first one we've done with the white, the purple and the light blue. I think we'll get a nice mix of colour down inside. Excuse me, down inside it. You can see there. That one's totally hard and set, but I will need to cut this on the bandsaw, so we'll leave it till Thursday and we'll reveal the whole blank then, and we'll reveal the other 2 blanks as well. Okay, so let me just wipe my little handies before I end up getting resin all over sticky resin all over my electronics and laptops and audio video mixers and mobile phones, and I'll just put up my little thing here. Thanking everybody, but thanking these guys especially for helping support me in my ventures with my streaming, and every little bit helps to keep it going, and especially now that I have no other income other than my hobby type shaving business thing going, and in my live streams. So every little penny helps. So anyway, thanks to these guys. Thanks Razor, you know I appreciate it, mate. Sam, you're the same, buddy. I know you've probably gone offline now, but if you watch the video back, mate, thank you very much for your support. Brett, obviously, Brett's the man, the green man up there. Thank you, Brett, really appreciate it, mate. And T-Man, much appreciated, buddy. And I hope you got your messages from me earlier. I hope you were still in the chat and didn't miss it about your rhodium. So hopefully that shouldn't be too much further away, and we can get to town on your last brush and get your get all these brushes up to you, mate. It'll be like Christmas time. Anyway, we'll move that away now. And the usual. Let me just check the chat first. Ryan's in. Never seen you sneak in, Ryan. You must have snuck in the back door, buddy. How's the training going, Ryan? That'll be you into your first week now, mate. You got another 5-6 weeks to go, yeah? I'll catch up with you later anyway. No problemo, all good. Okay guys, like I said, stay safe, take care, don't do nothing I wouldn't do. I'm going to shut the shed door down at TF Custom Shaving Brushes Workshop. We'll see you all again on Thursday night. Razor will let me know if we need to change the times, and we'll change the times accordingly if I possibly can. But I'll notify you either in Patreon, and if you guys can let our Over the Pond guys know as well, that would be great. And then we can get back to normal, set a time and place again that suits everybody and everybody's happy, and we'll keep moving on. Okay, so until then, I'm going to shut the shed door. We'll catch you on Thursday night. So until then, take care, stay safe. We'll see you later. Ta-ra for now.